So while Facebook is a fantastic platform to promote and grow your business, there is one objective in there that you really should avoid at all costs, and I'm talking about the awareness objectives. Let's go ahead and break that down. So if you're not already aware, there are 6 broad categories of conversion objectives, but actually in grand total, when you factor in the sub-objectives as when you select those, there's a grand total of 22 objectives you can select from inside of Facebook. Now that is a mind-boggling number and can seem overwhelming, but you're unlucky because I do have a very helpful video that breaks down all 22 objectives, which you can go ahead and check out right here. But in this video, I'm focusing on the awareness objective because that is the one that really should be avoided at all costs, particularly if you are a small business. And in this case, when I say small business, I'm talking about a business that is doing less than $1 billion a year. So even if you're doing $500 million a year, you still shouldn't be using the awareness objective. So let's go ahead and take a look at the awareness objective so we can understand it a little bit better, and then that way I can explain why you should be avoiding it. All right, so here we are at the campaign level. These are the 6 high-level categories that I was telling you about the objectives. And here for the awareness, it says show your ads to people who are most likely to remember them. Now, if we go down to the ad set level, we'll see here that the performance goal is maximize ad recall lift. Now, yes, there are other sub-objectives that you can switch this to, such as reach of ads and number of impressions of ads, but maximize ad recall lift is the primary objective for awareness. That sounds very vague and strange, so in Facebook's own words, let's go see what they mean by that. So here, according to Facebook's support page, the awareness objective is designed for advertisers who want to find people who are more likely to recall their ads. Cost per estimated ad recall lift is a valuable metric, according to them, for advertisers who want to test which ads drive ad recall. Okay, so now we have a little bit of a better idea of what the awareness objective does and how the success is measured. It's measured by ad recall lift, which is a measurement of how well someone actually remembers your ad. So how accurate is this metric? Well, let's go back to their support page and dive in a little bit deeper. So according to Facebook's own advice here, estimated ad recall lift is an estimate only and may be imprecise. To accurately measure ad recall lift, it's best to use a brand lift study. So in addition to paying for the awareness ads here, if you really want to get the true measurement of that campaign, you didn't have to pay for a brand lift study. I've never done one of those, but I'm assuming those cost thousands, if not tens of thousands of dollars. And then people have to go out and survey other people that saw your ad, and they have to say whether or not they remember your ad. That all seems like a massive and huge waste of time and money. And ultimately, it's not going to be very accurate. Just because someone says they remember your ad or don't remember your ad doesn't mean they're actually telling the truth. They just might be giving you an answer that they want you to hear, because that way you stop talking to them and they can go about their day. So for so many reasons, this is a terrible objective, and it is a huge waste of money for businesses, particularly for any business doing under $1 billion. If your objective truly is to just bring more awareness to your brand, maybe you don't have a hard conversion event that you are aiming for, such as an opt-in or a purchase. You just want to make people aware that you exist, what it is that you have to offer. There are much better objectives to use in this case, such as engagement or video views, and potentially even reach. Those ones have much more measurable metrics, such as cost per through play, which is how much you're paying for every 15-second video view, and then or engagement with your ad, which is the how much you're paying for every single engagement with your ad. And that engagement can be anything from reading your copy, liking, sharing your ad, whatever it may be. And so there you can say that you're usually paying pennies on the dollar to get people to engage with your business. So those are much better objectives to be able to measure the efficacy of growing the awareness of your business. So then you might be asking, okay, well, if the awareness objective and ad recall lift is such a useless objective, then why does it exist in the first place? Is Meta just trying to steal your money? Well, you know what? In some cases, yes. And I actually recently made a video in other ways that they are stealing your money. You can go ahead and check out this video right here. But at the end of the day, that's what they want. They want your money, and I'm here to make sure that you don't just hand it over too easily to them. You want to make sure that you're getting money back as well in the form of a good ROI. But really, the awareness objective, it's really only useful for massive businesses that are doing $1 billion or more in revenue. So think of Super Bowl ads. That's really the type of business that is going to be best for this. So for example, Nike, oftentimes when they're running their Super Bowl ads, they're not really going into that with the objective like, oh, so people are going to see this ad and then we're going to get this huge influx of people buying our shoes, because everyone already knows knows that Nike exists and that they're the top brand or one of the top brands, however you want to phrase that. They just want to know, hey, we're still here. Maybe this is a new style that we have. We're introducing a new line, just so you are aware. That's the type of business that would benefit from the awareness objective on Facebook, because the awareness objective, the one benefit of it is that it is probably the cheapest one to get the most amount of impressions. You know, reach might be another option in terms of if you're just trying to get the cheapest impressions possible, but regardless, awareness is going to allow you to spend the least amount of money to get in front of the most amount of people. So for a brand like Nike or Budweiser or Coca-Cola, whatever it might be, the awareness objective is going to be a good option for those types of businesses, because again, everybody knows about those businesses and they're just doing general branding, kind of trying to stay top of mind for you. But for really everyone else, you want to make sure you can have something you can measure your Facebook ad dollars with. And so therefore I would absolutely avoid the awareness objective, and particularly ad recall lifts, because it's probably going to be completely inaccurate to begin with. So hopefully you found this video helpful and it'll help you avoid wasting and throwing your dollars down the drain. But if you have any questions about this or any of the other objectives that exist out there, as always, just let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you next time.